The Lego Movie 2, the second part. Wow, did the makers of Sharknado come up with that title? Hey everyone, welcome to the review. Here's my review for the movie, The Lego Movie 2, the second part. Yes, this is the second installment of the Lego Movie. Yes, not a spin-off movie like the Lego Batman or Lego Ninjago. This is an actual sequel of the 2014 film. A film that I actually really enjoyed and really loved. I thought it was a great film, one of the best, and probably the best animated film of 2014. And I enjoyed Lego Batman, and I tolerated Lego Ninjago, and I was excited for this movie. I was really excited. The trailers looked really funny. And Phil Lord and Chris Miller were back. They're writing the film. They weren't directing. This movie's directed by Mike Mitchell, who gave us Trolls and Surviving Christmas. Those are bad movies, but hey, he's still got talent, and maybe this movie could still be great. And honestly, it was pretty great. The story of this movie is literally just, it takes place right after the first one, and the little kid's sister now can play with all the Legos and stuff, and all these weird creatures come and take over their Lego land and stuff. Then it's like 5 years later, and it's in a post-apocalyptic world, and they're all trying to survive against these new alien Legos and stuff. And then yeah, it's up to Emmett and his entire team, to put an end to all these aliens and stuff. Yes, Wildstyle and the whole crew gets like kidnapped by this like evil villain played by Tiffany Haddish, who is absolutely hilarious in this film. And it's up to Emmett and this other character he runs into, who sounds exactly like him. And it's up to them to put an end to this like evil villain and stuff. But then it turns out there's a little twist on it. And are the villains are they actually villains? Maybe possibly the person Emmett is teamed up with, maybe he is really the villain and stuff. And yeah, there's a lot of new songs, very catchy songs that may annoy some people, but will get really stuck in your head when you're done the movie. Yeah, it's that song that's actually about music gets stuck in your head. Yes, gets stuck in your head, because yes, the fucking songs are so catchy. Some of them are irritating, but they're irritatingly catchy. And yeah, this movie was great. It was just a fun film. It was a fun film with great animation, great characters, great voice acting. Yes, a lot of the voice actors are back. Chris Pratt, Elizabeth Banks, Will Ferrell, Maya Rudolph's in the movie, Will Arnett, Alison Brie, Charlie Day. All of them are back, except for Morgan Freeman, sadly, but he's dead. He died in the first one. But they're all back. They're all great. They're all really good. The voice acting is really good. It's really funny. It's Lord and Miller, so they really know comedy, and there's a lot of really funny stuff in this film. The way they do the animation with the Lego textures and stuff is really cool. The way they do the action is really cool. The music, again, is really fun. Some of it's irritating, but a lot of it is really fun and very catchy. How they do the villain in this movie is super great. Tiffany Haddish is so funny, and the fact that she wants to marry Batman, and that all of that's funny. Batman is awesome. Batman's the show stealer in all of the films, and he's one of the show stealers in this film. He's just amazing, and I love Will Arnett. And yeah, it's a good time, and it has a very beautiful message at the end of the film. The end of the film has a very nice and very touching message. Good for kids, good for families, good for everyone. This movie's not as good as its predecessor. It's not as good as the first Lego movie, and it's not as good as Lego Batman. There is some stuff that doesn't work. I felt like it had to find its footing or something, because for the first 20 minutes of the film, it really wasn't that funny. Like, it tried to be funny with its slapstick and some of its humor, but it's not that funny. I wasn't laughing a lot, and I was almost getting disappointed. I'm like, oh my god, this is probably not going to be all that great. I'm a little upset on this, but then the movie kept going, and then when all the friends get kidnapped and stuff, the film starts getting funny. It gets really funny. And when, Emmett runs into a new character and stuff, I won't spoil anything about this character. It starts getting really funny, especially when they meet the villain, and this villain wants to marry Batman and stuff. It gets super funny. And then the ending has a very beautiful message. It's actually very touching and very heartwarming. And there's even a song that a lot of the characters sing when they're in the storage bin. It's very beautiful. It's very nice. There's some very touching moments. It's more of a heartwarming and more touching feeling and more touching story than the first one, but the first one was a lot more funnier, a lot more creative, a lot more clever, and it was just a way better film. And Lego Batman, same thing. It's more creative, it's more action-packed, and it's way more funnier. This one has still got action, still got comedy, still got a lot of creativity, but it's nowhere near as good as those two. Way better than Ninjago. Way better than Lego Ninjago. I thought it was good. It was just a fun time. I definitely buy the Blu-ray. It's not a film I could watch a lot of times. it does fall under the, the sequelitis, not as good as its predecessor, but it's still a very good, very worthy sequel that I had a good time with. It's good, it's well directed. Phil Lord and Chris Miller are very talented writers, and yeah, I had a good time with it. I had a very good time. Does some things that I wish it didn't do, but I think it's a very worthy sequel. And yeah, Chris Pratt shows once again he's a charming bastard, and he can be very funny, even in a good or bad film. So yeah, I definitely recommend the Lego Movie 2, the second part. I think kids will love it, and I think adults will love it too. And if you love these Lego movies, definitely for you. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give the Lego Movie 2, the second part, a 7.8 out of 10. Very good film, definitely recommend it. So yeah, that's my review for the movie, the Lego Movie 2, the second part. So in the comment section below, please tell me, out of the 4 Lego films that went to theaters, what is your favorite? Did you like the first one more? You like Batman, Ninjago, this one? What is your favorite? My favorite is the Lego Movie, the very first one. But yeah, what is your favorite? Comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please like, subscribe to the channel, and join the dark side.